Irving Hexham, born 1943, is a Canadian academic and writer who has published 23 books and numerous articles, chapters, and book reviews in respected academic journals. Currently, he is Professor of Religious Studies at the University of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Married to Dr. Karla Poewe, who is Professor Emeritus of Anthropology at the University of Calgary, and the father of 2 children. He holds dual British and Canadian citizenship. Biography. Hexham was born in Whitehaven, Cumberland, England. After leaving school at the age of 15, he spent 6 years, 1958 to 1964, as an apprentice gas fitter with the Northwestern Gas Board, and obtained his City and Guilds and advanced diplomas in gas technology. After the completion of his apprenticeship, he was offered a management position with the Gas Board. During his industrial career, he also served as a union representative. Hexham qualified for university matriculation by correspondence study and entered the University of Lancaster in 1967, where he majored in religious studies with minors in history and philosophy. He graduated with a B.A. Hons. in 1970. He then proceeded to postgraduate studies, obtaining his M.A. with commendation in religious studies and theology from the Bristol University. In 1972, his M.A. was based on anthropological methods and theories and involved a short dissertation on Glastonbury. He obtained a Ph.D. in history from the University of Bristol in 1975. His Ph.D. thesis was on Afrikaner Calvinism and the origins of apartheid as an ideology. In the course of his studies, he lived in the Republic of South Africa and studied the languages of German and Afrikaans. His M.A. supervisor was F.B. Wellborn. His Ph.D. supervisor was Kenneth Ingham. When he was in South Africa, Elaine Botha at Potchefstroom University was appointed his local supervisor by the University of Bristol. Academic career. Hexham has held a number of posts in various tertiary institutions of higher learning. He was an assistant professor at Bishop Lonsdale College, University of Derby, England from 1974 to 1977. He also served as a course tutor in the Open University at Derby, 1975 to 77. Hexham then relocated to Canada and assumed the post of assistant professor at Regent College, Vancouver, 1977 to 80. He became an assistant professor in religious studies at the University of Manitoba, Winnipeg, 1980 to 84, and then an assistant professor in religious studies at the University of Calgary, 1984 to 88. He was promoted to the rank of associate professor at Calgary, 1988 to 92. And in 1992 assumed the post of full professor in religious studies. Hexham is a fellow of both the Royal Anthropological Institute and the Royal Historical Society. Has been a member of various professional organizations including the Society for the Scientific Study of Religion, American Academy of Religion, Association for the Sociology of Religion, South African Institute of Race Relations, South African Society for Mission Studies, and the Berliner Gesellschaft für Missionsgeschichte, of which he was a founding member with Ulrich van der Heyden. Recently he was elected a Fellow of the Centre for Military and Strategic Studies at the University of Calgary. Hexham has lectured in undergraduate and postgraduate programs covering topics such as cults, sects and new religious movements, history of religion, sociology of religion, African history and religions, religion and society in South Africa, millenarian movements, theology and politics, Christianity and culture, missions and society, religion and ethics, fundamentalism and charismatic religion. methods in the study of religion, and the philosophy of religion. His academic interests are listed as political religions, nationalism and religion, Afrikaner nationalism, National Socialism, new religious movements, world religions in modern society, world Christianity and Christian missions, African-initiated, independent churches, modern religious thought. While his research interests are said to be ancestral neo-paganism, the New Right, and political religions in Germany, he served as a contributing editor to the Journal of Theology for Southern Africa, 1981–93, and is on the editorial board of Studies in Religion. Hexham has written or co-edited a number of works treating various facets of religion in South Africa, including African independent churches, Afrikaner Calvinism, and Zulu religion. He has compiled reference works such as the Concise Dictionary of Religion and Pocket Dictionary of New Religious Movements. He has co-written 2 analytic works on the phenomenon of new religions and cults, and co-edited a pioneering work on the development of Christian contextual missions and new religious movements. Currently, as can be seen from his recent publications, Hexham is working on issues related to Germany. Among his graduate students are Drive, Douglas Cowan of the University of Waterloo, Professor Mark Mullins of Sophia University in Tokyo, and Kurt Widmar of the University of Lethbridge. Contribution to scholarship. Hexham began his academic research with a study of New Age thought in Glastonbury. He continued his research with a study of the origins of the ideology of apartheid. Later he pioneered the study of the Amman Azaratha by publishing the complete scriptures of this important African independent church, which in the past was often considered pagan. Alongside his South African studies, Hexham also published extensively on new religious movements, theology, the history of Christian missions, and, more recently, National Socialism. His contributions to scholarship were recognized by the award of an academic Festschrift on 23 May 2008 in the Faculty of Theology at the Humboldt University in Berlin. Selected essays, published reports, Religious Extremism in Africa, for UNHCR Emergency and Security Service, Geneva, September 2002, pp. 37. A review of the current state of religious magazines and newspapers in Canada. Ottawa, Department of Canadian Heritage. Ottawa, October 2002. pp. 55. Assisted by Joanne Emmond McCullum, who worked on the French-Canadian publications section. Refereed academic articles. Just Like Another Israel. Religion. London, 1977. 7/1. pp. 1–7. Calvinism and Culture. Crux. Vancouver, December 1979. pp. 14–19. Dutch Calvinism and the Origins of Afrikaner Nationalism. African Affairs. London, Spring, 1980. pp. 195–208. Christianity and Apartheid. An Introductory Bibliography. Reformed Journal. Grand Rapids, April 1980. pp. S1–S11. Lord of the Sky, King of the Earth. Zulu Traditional Religion and Belief in the Sky God. Studies in Religion. Waterloo, Volume 10. 3. 1981. pp. 273–285. Conversion and Consolidation in an English Town. The Freaks of Glastonbury. 1967–1982. Update. Aarhus, March 1983. pp. 3–12. Science Fiction. Christianity and Technic Civilization. Word and World. St. Paul. Volume IV. Number 1. Winter. 1984. pp. 35–42. Religion in Southern Africa. Religious Studies Review. Waterloo, June 1985. Volume 2. No. 4. pp. 370-378. The Soul of the New Age. With Karla Poewe Hexham. Christianity Today. Chicago. 2nd of September 1988. pp. 17-21. Charismatic Christianity and Change in South Africa. With Karla Poewe Hexham. The Christian Century. Chicago. 7-24 August 1988. pp. 738-740. African Religions. Recent and lesser-known works. Religion. Lancaster. Volume 20. 1990. pp. 361-372. On Plagiarism and Integrity in Scholarly Activity. Humanist. Humanities Computing. 5. 4. 3 April 1992. Received electronically via Humanist at Browntham. Bitnet. 5.0814. This article was published electronically and was later cited in Lingua Franca. September, October 1992. pp. 18-20. And College and Research Libraries. Volume 53. No. 5. September 1992. p. 455. Isaiah Shembe. Zulu Religious Leader. Religion. 27. 4. October 1997. pp. 361-373. This is a revised English version of 33. Verfassungsfeindlich. Church, State and New Religions in Germany. Nova Religio. The Journal of Alternative and Emergent Religions. Volume 2. No. 2. 1999. pp. 208-227. Suicide and Murder in Uganda. Religion in the News. August 2000. 7-9+24. New Religions and the Anti-Cult Movement in Canada. Nova Religio. 2 April 2001. Volume 4. No. 2. pp. 281-288. Jakob Wilhelm Hauer's New Religion and National Socialism. With Karla Poewe. In the Journal of Contemporary Religion. London. Volume 20. No. 2. May 2005. pp. 195-215. Inventing Paganists. A close reading of Richard Steigman Gall's The Holy Reich. The Journal of Contemporary History. January 2007 pp. 59-78. The Volkisch Modernist Beginnings of National Socialism. Its Intrusion into the Church and its Anti-Semitic Consequence. With Karla Poewe. In Religion Compass. 2009. pp. 676-696. Selected books. The Irony of Apartheid. The Struggle for National Independence of Afrikaner Calvinism Against British Imperialism. Texts and Studies in Religion. Volume 8. Lewiston. Edwin Mellon. 1981. pp. 239. ISBN 0889469040. Religion, Economics, and Social Thought. With Walter Block. Vancouver. The Fraser Institute. 1986. pp. 573. Understanding Cults and New Age Religions. With Karla Poewe. Eerdmans Pubco. Paperback. 1986. pp. 170. ISBN 0802801706. Regent College Publishing. 2nd edition. Paperback. 1998. pp. 184. ISBN 1573831212. Zulu Religion. Texts and Interpretations. Volume I. Traditional Zulu Ideas About God. Lewiston, Edwin Mellon. 1987. pp. 455. The Concise Dictionary of Religion. Regent College Publishing. 1993. Paperback. pp. 248. ISBN 1573831204. The Scriptures of the Amman-Azaratha of Ekufakhameni. Translated from the Zulu by the RT. Rev. Londa Shembe and Hans-Jürgen Becken. With introductory essays by Irving Hexham and G. C. Osthausen. Calgary. University of Calgary Press. 1994. pp. XLIX plus 144. The Story of Isaiah Shembe. History and Traditions Centered on Ekufakhameni and Mount Longakazi. Volume 1 of the Sacred History and Traditions of the Amman-Azaratha. Translated from the Zulu by Hans-Jürgen Becken. Edited with G. C. Osthausen. Lewiston, Edwin Mellon Press. 1996. pp. 258. ISBN 0773487735. New Religions as Global Cultures. With Karla Poewe. Boulder, Westview Press. 1997. pp. 180. ISBN 0813325080. The Christian Traveller's Guide to Britain. Grand Rapids. Zondervan. April 2001. pp. 245. ISBN 0310225523. The Christian Traveller's Guide to France. Ed. By Mark Onnett, Peter Bars and Corinne Bars. 2001. pp. 224. ISBN 0310225884. Christian Traveller's Guide to Germany. With Lothar Henry Koppe. Zondervan. 2001. pp. 240. ISBN 0310225396. Pocket Dictionary of New Religious Movements. Over 400 groups, individuals and ideas clearly and concisely defined. IVP Academic. 2002. Paperback. pp. 120. ISBN 0830814663. Understanding World Religions. Grand Rapids. Zondervan. 2011. pp. 512. Notes. Ulrich Van der Heyden and Andreas Feldkeller. eds. Border Crossings. Explorations of an Interdisciplinary Historian. Festschrift for Irving Hexham. Stuttgart. Franz Steiner Verlag. 2008. Irving Hexham's homepage at the University of Calgary. Biographical profile at InterVarsity Press.